You know what it's giving. You know it's giving natural queen. But
Got him! Got him!
But you know it's giving. You know I got the highlights, the clear skin, color 30. You know it's color 30 season, so you know. But let's get into it. Let's get into the episode. Welcome to the Barbie Life 2.0 podcast. I'm your host Shakira, aka Barbie 2.0, and today we are going to be talking about baddies. And we're going to be talking about all this colorism and racism that they just let slide on their show. And for those of you who are unaware, by the way, Baddies is a TV show on the Black-owned network, Zeus. And Zeus is known for putting out a lot of reality TV shows that include a lot of fighting and violence between Black women.
That's a damn shame.
So their most popular TV show, Baddies, recently came out with the new season, Baddies Caribbean. And child, this season is a mess. When I say it's a mess, it's an absolute mess. And the stuff they let slide, I'm just like, why? Because you're supposed to be Black owned. So we're going to get into some of the things that have been going on this season, okay? So let's just dive right in. And you guessed it. We are going to be talking about Miss Gretchen. Yes, Miss Gretchen. Yeah, Miss Girl. So, Miss Gretchen got on Baddies, a TV show that is Black owned with a Black cast. And she came on that show saying the N-word. And let's take a look at her skin, because the thing is, I don't see Black anywhere. I don't see niggatry anywhere. Do you see niggatry? I don't see it. So I don't know why she came on this show saying the N-word so comfortably. But she decided to say the N-word so comfortably on this TV show, and she ended up getting beat up by Jayla, who is one of the cast members. And, other girls on the TV show started beating her up too, and for some reason, Zeus kept keeping her on the show. And it was so weird because the other girls on the show were trying to really give her room to be educated. They were really trying to explain to her, like, girl, you are not Black, so you shouldn't be saying the N-word. But she kept fighting so hard to say it. And you want to know what she's not just white. She's Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Here we go.
So, please don't hate me when I say this, but the Latinos, yeah, a good number of them love to indulge in Black culture. And they really like to say the N-word. And as far as the women, they really love to, fuck Black dick. But they don't really respect Black people. And her whole point is, I'm Puerto Rican, and I got kids who are half Black, and my baby dad is Black, and I got friends who are Black. If you have to say I got instead of I am when you're trying to defend your Blackness, you ain't Black. Okay, let's just start right there. Okay, Miss Gal, because you over here talking about something, I got this, I got that, or do you got Black DNA? Oh, because you ain't say that. So what are we talking about, Gretchen? And then you fighting so hard to say this word, and that's how I know you're just another Latino that likes to indulge herself in black culture without actually respecting black people. Because I don't care what nobody say, not saying the N-word is very easy. I know I say the N-word, but there was a time in my life where the word wasn't even a part of my vocabulary, and I could damn near switch it back very quickly. And the thing is, a lot of you people who love to indulge in black culture and speak in a black accent, you don't do that when you go to work. You don't do that when you're around your parents. So please. And it's like, Gretchen, it's not that hard to restrict yourself from saying the N-word. But the fact that you're fighting so hard to defend saying a word, something so simple to just refrain from, that just shows me you don't even respect black people for real. Because it's a simple respect thing. If you respect black people, you can simply refrain from saying the word as a non-black person. And if you want to fight so hard to say a word that's not and, the, but, or they, baby girl, you're doing too much. Because that's not even one of the main nouns or vowels or whatever the fuck we got going on in grammar. That's not one of the main shits. So it's like, it's really just a word that you can delete from your vocabulary, but you choose not to. So that shows me that you don't really have respect for black people, because it is very easy to not say the N-word. I mean, I do it every day. When I go to my 9 to 5, you think I'm saying, oh my God, here come these niggas account. Like, no, I'm not talking to my bosses like that. When I talk to my bosses, I do not talk to them the way I'm talking to y'all. You know, the way I really talk and real, like, you know how I'm just being myself. I'm not like that at work. Baby girl, at work, I'm myself, but I still, you know, I refrain from cursing. I don't say niggas, fuck, bitch, which, you know, pretty much everyone does that. Everyone refrains from cursing. And the thing is, as a non-black person, you should look at the N-word like it's a curse. So you just shouldn't be saying it at all. And it's easy to refrain from saying it because there's many environments that you walk into where you make sure you're not fucking cursing. So if you can refrain from saying bitch and fuck and cursing like crazy in certain environments, then you can refrain from saying the N-word altogether. It's really not that deep. And Gretchen, if you got black kids and black friends and a black boyfriend and all this stuff like you say, baby girl, then you should be respecting them enough to not say the word. But the problem is, Gretchen, unfortunately, is from an environment where black people allow her to say the N-word. And I even went to a high school where it was like that. I went to a predominantly white school, but there were a good number of black people there, but the black people there were coons. And they did not care if white people said the N-word. Like, they were letting white people just say it. I was the only person in my school who actually cared, and people would make me seem like I was crazy. That's why in my old video, when I was telling you about the story that happened to me in high school, and I kept telling y'all that I was the uncool girl and I was the girl that nobody wanted to hang out with, it was because I was seen as the girl that was always doing too much and the girl that was just weird, because I would get mad when I seen white people saying the N-word around my school. Like, I would deadass, like, if I saw them say it, I would deadass say something to them and be like, what are you doing? Like, you can't say that. And then I would look like I was doing too much because all the other black people didn't care and all the other black people let it slide. So I just want to point that out to people, because there's a lot of people who were watching this episode of Baddies and they couldn't understand Gretchen when she was talking about, oh, well, the people around me let me say it. And it's like, no, there's actually like a lot of black people who are coons, like bad, and they let white people say the N-word. Like, not even just Latinos, they let like white people, like they got German and Irish mixed with them, and they let white people say the N-word.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
She was around black people who let her say the N-word, so she thought that it was okay. But then the minute she left her little circle of friends and she went out to a different environment, she came across the wrong black people who were not having it, and they fucked her up. And that's why I say, like, those black people who try to be coons and try to seek approval from white people so bad, it's like, when you let them say the N-word, you're just putting them in more danger. Like, if anything, if you, like, you do that because you want their approval, but you're really setting them up to get their ass beat one day. Because they're going to think that it's okay to say that. They're going to add it to their vocabulary. And the minute they go travel, or the minute they go to a different environment, or come across the wrong black person, because that can just happen. They could be walking down the same street that they walk down every single day and just come across a black person visiting the city for a day. He hear him say it and boom, ass is fucked up. I done seen it in real time, baby. So what I'm just saying is, all black people, let's come together and just stop giving out the N-word pass. Because you're not doing nobody any good. Because the minute they get around a bitch like me, baby, it's up and it's stuck. And I don't fight, but it still would be up and it's stuck. Because one thing about me, I'm too pretty to fight, but baby, I got shooters. And they know what to do. So, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though, like I said, the minute they get around the wrong black person, they're going to get beat up. So Gretchen ended up getting beat up so bad on the show, but for some reason, Zeus Network kept her on the show. They never kicked her off, which I found so weird. Like, you're a black owned network, but you're allowing a non-black woman to say the N-word. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, VH1 didn't even keep Erica Mena on their show after she called Spice a black monkey. And that's not a black owned network. So how come Zeus is a black owned network, but y'all are allowing a non-black woman to say the N-word? It's not clicking for me. It's not clicking for me.
That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
But honestly, they probably kept Gretchen on Baddies just because they wanted to trigger all the black girls on the show so that they could fight and they could get more views. Because, you know, Zeus just sacrificing the betterment of the black community for a check. But aside from Gretchen, there's actually a lot more tea. Okay, now I want to get into Tinka and Diamond the Body. Now, for those of you who are unaware, these are new cast members, and Tinka is the girl who has that popular sound on TikTok where she's like, and I put you in a headlock. You ain't like that one, did you? Headlock. And then Diamond the Body is a dark-skinned girl on the show. And these two have been having a long beef ever since the auditions. Because, like I said, Tinka done ripped her wig off. They got the fighting. And it's just been that ever since. They even dropped diss records to each other. It's been crazy. But when I was watching, I heard Tinka say something to Diamond the Body when they were arguing. And it was so like, ugh. Tinka gonna call Diamond a monkey. And she's literally telling her, oh yeah, you literally look like a monkey. You dead ass look like a monkey. Like, I'm like, Tinka. And the tea about Tinka is Tinka uses lightning creams like a motherfucker. Because one thing we saw on Baddies was Tinka looks amazing with makeup. But when she wipes that shit off, you could see that, you could see the dark circles, the ash. You know when people get lightning creams, they don't actually turn light skin. Yeah, newsflash. When you get lightning creams, you don't turn light skin.
Crocky.
You look like an ashy ghost. You know, you don't look light skin. It just makes you into like an ashy, looking ghosts. That's why if you're dark skin, if you hate your skin, you better just learn to love it, because getting that lightening cream it's not gonna make you look good. It just makes you light, and it makes you look like an ashy ghost with a bunch of dark circles all over the place, and that's not cute. And the thing with Tinka, when she took off her makeup, it was just a mess. Like, she literally looked like a ghost. Like, she looks like scary. Like, it looks, her face, like, look at her face. Like, that looks scary. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Tinka, you use lightening creams and then you calling a dark-skinned girl a monkey. Like, it's just, Zeus, you got another colorist cast member on the show. Like, I don't understand. Like, first you got Gretchen's racist ass, and now Tinka. And I don't understand, because Tinka's becoming a fan favorite, and I get it because she is funny, but it's like, hello, this is why colorism is so rampant in our community, because you guys just let it slide. Tinka's just a fan favorite after calling a dark-skinned woman a monkey. But I'm not even surprised that Zeus kept her on this show, like I said, because she is entertaining, and I can't think of a time where majority of the black community actually cared about colorism. So you know they're going to put that shit out regardless.
I'm just saying.
But let's get into the next person. So the next person that I would like to talk about is Miss Mariah Lynn. Now, Mariah Lynn is a very beautiful girl. Okay? She's from Love and Hip Hop, if you don't know. She's a very beautiful girl. Okay? But Mariah, baby girl, touch my hand. You got it? Okay. Listen to me. Okay? You looked a damn fool. Now, hold on. Let me just... You looked a damn fool. Okay?
And
So, the thing about Mariah is one of those white girls that you really have to beware of. Those are the worst. And when I mean the worst type of white girls you could be around, I mean the worst type of white girls you could be around. Mariah is one of those white girls that really gets involved in black culture and fucks black men. But given the situation, she will put a black woman in danger to protect herself or to protect a black man.
Crocky.
There are a lot of white women who are like that. I've been friends with them in the past. They will act like they're cool with you and act like, you know, you think it's all cool vibes. Oh, they're just a white person who is with the shits, but, you know, they're not racist, and boom. All it takes is one situation and they showing their true colors. And Mariah is exactly like that. She's those type of white girls, okay? Because one thing about this girl, I mean, she's a white girl who, I mean, you see her look already is giving black woman, like the BBL, the inflated lips, the lace front. Like, you a white girl and you wearing a lace front for what? You know what I mean? Like, already. And she has a history of fucking black men. And in terms of her putting black women in danger at any cost, baby, she showed her ass on this TV show. Because tell me why she brought her best friend on the show, who happens to be a dark-skinned black woman. And she had her dark-skinned best friend Bianca fighting another dark-skinned girl on the show named Sapphire. Just because Mariah was beefing with Sapphire. So, and the crazy thing about all of it is, Mariah and Sapphire ended up forgiving each other. So it's like, you have Bianca and Sapphire fighting each other because you had beef with Sapphire, but then you ended up forgiving Sapphire. So this is why I say, them type of white girls that just will put black women in danger just cause. You got these two girls fighting each other because of you? You done caused like a beef with Sapphire just to forgive her, but you still had your dark-skinned best friend fight on your behalf? Like, starting drama for what? And then it gets worse. Because you're probably thinking, oh, you're reaching, you know, just because she had her dark-skinned friend and another dark-skinned girl fighting each other, that doesn't mean anything. You know, you're reaching. That's just one situation. Well, it gets worse because she started beefing with Asian Doll. And her beef with Asian Doll made absolutely no sense. And let me tell you why. She said that she had beef with Asian Doll because Asian Doll said that brown-skinned girls look better than dark-skinned girls in a tweet. And Mariah Lynn was very upset because apparently, according to Mariah, she really loves black women. And she has a mixed daughter. And she has black family members and black friends. So she doesn't fuck with that, you know, colorism stuff. So I'm like, okay, Mariah, I hear you. At first, I'm like, I hear you. But then Mariah and Asian Doll get to going back and forth some more. And then Mariah says a comment to Asian Doll. And she's like, bitch, you look like you've been in the microwave too long. And I'm like, Mariah, what did you mean by that? What you mean by she looked like she been in the microwave too long? Because when you think about it, you know, people with more than one brain cell could figure this out, baby girl. What does a microwave do? Heat things up. And when you heat things up, what does it do at some point? Burn. And when things burn, what color does it turn? Black. So what were you trying to say? Miss Mariah, what were you trying to say? Because we know what you were trying to say. You were trying to make a colorist comment about Asian Doll's skin complexion. Talking about something you look like you've been in the microwave too long. Yeah, you were being colorist because you were trying to say that as a dig, meaning you were trying to say that being darker is bad. And then you used the microwave joke to indicate that she looked bad because she was dark skinned. I'm not a big fan of Asian Doll, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, I'm not a big fan of her, and that's an episode of itself. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely not letting no white woman say that to one of my dark skinned sisters that I probably can eventually save one day. But you, Miss Mariah, you're not a part of my pack. So, Miss Girl, you are not, you see what I'm saying? You an outsider, you know what I'm saying? You hating outside of a club that you can't even get into. And that I got a clock because it's like, baby girl, okay? Asian Doll, even though I'm not a big fan of her, she's still a very beautiful girl. Okay, her skin is very beautiful. I'm not going to take that away from her. I'm a black woman, so I'm not about to sit here and hate on another black woman's looks, especially when Asian Doll is clearly a pretty woman. Like, there's no denying that, especially in her face. Now, with her body, yeah, people have mixed opinions because, you know, her BBL definitely looks uneven. But I'm mainly talking about the beauty that she carries in her face and her skin. And Mariah, you trying to use that as a dig, telling her that she looks like she's been in the microwave too long. It's like you're trying to say that she looks ugly because she's darker. And it's like, Miss Girl, you started this whole beef with Asian Doll because you didn't like her colorist comment about brown skins being better than dark skins. Because apparently you got a mixed daughter and black friends and black family members and you don't fuck with that. But then you turned around and started being colorist to Asian Doll by making that microwave comment. So it's like, girl, pick one. And it gets even worse Because after she done stirred up this whole beef with Asian Doll, and she's trying to be this fake activist while still saying colorist things to a dark-skinned woman, she fights Asian Doll, loses horribly, and she gets mad at her best friend Bianca because Bianca didn't fight Asian Doll for her. And it's like, girl, first of all, when we were watching the show, Mariah made it very clear that she wanted to fight Asian Doll on her own and that she didn't want Bianca to get involved. And she specifically asked Bianca to stay out of that fight. But now that Mariah done got her ass beat and she done went 3 rounds and Asian Doll still whopped her, she's embarrassed and she's taking out her anger on her dark-skinned friend Bianca. The same dark-skinned friend that got in a fight for her a few episodes before. Yeah, she's getting mad at her. And it's like, girl, what? Why are you trying to get 2 dark-skinned girls to fight on your behalf again? Like, what? Why you want to put 2 black women against each other because of a beef that you got? Why can't you fight your own battles? She feels like Bianca is like responsible for saving her, which is what a lot of these types of white girls do. They'll get around black women just to take notes on you, copy you, drain you of your energy, use you for trends and stuff. But most importantly, they'll get around you so that they can use you to save them.
Clock it.
Like, they only use dark-skinned women in moments where they need protection or saving from any consequences that they may face.
Clock it.
But she will sit here and act like she really care about black people. Whole time, she don't. Whole time, she hates your guts. Whole time, she's jealous of you. Whole time, she don't give a damn about you.
I said what I said, and I'm not changing on it, okay?
On top of it, Mariah is also friends with Tasiki. And her and Tasiki are pretty close. And they're so close to the point where Mariah actually got in a fight for Tasiki. So, Mariah, if you got into a fight for Tasiki, why didn't you expect Tasiki to fight Asian Doll for you? Why did you expect your dark-skinned friend to save you and not your light-skinned one? Yeah. So that's why I say, I can't say Mariah's colorist because she's not black, but she's definitely racist and she has a stronger hate for dark-skinned women. It's like she uses black women, specifically darker women. She uses us as a bulletproof vest so that she can always be protected. But it's like, she don't actually care about you. Because when she's done being in the field, she gonna take off the bulletproof vest and throw it out in the garbage. Same way she do with her dark-skinned black friends. Because now her and Bianca are not even friends anymore. Which is crazy. And it's like, damn girl, you ain't get mad at Tasiki. But Tasiki's light skin. So, you know.
Clock it.
A lot of people say white people don't see us differently. They only see black. No, white people see us differently. They do. They do. They do. And the closer you are to white, the more acceptable you are. And the more they'll let things slide. So, yeah. That was very weird. And the whole thing was just giving Mariah, you're racist and you hate dark-skinned women. You got these dark-skinned women getting in drama and fighting over you. Like, you getting mad at your dark-skinned friend, but you letting your light-skinned friend slide. Like, and then you calling Asian Doll a microwave comment. Like, it's just, it's no. I don't like it. I don't like it. And the thing with Zeus, it's like, I want to support a black-owned network, but at the same time, you're not really giving us great stuff to work with. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Zeus does have entertaining shows, but they don't stand on morals, and that's my problem. If you're a black-owned network, you should not be allowing racism or colorism on your platform, period. That's the least you could do to respect the community. That's all I'm saying. So that's my only thing with Zeus. It's like, reality TV has always been hectic, and even though I will say Zeus takes it to an entirely different level, but at the same time, they are still black owned and a lot of black people consume it. So it's like, I want to see them succeed, but you don't stand on morals. Like, why are you allowing colorism on your platform? And this is not the first time. Like, y'all tried to do a Bad versus Wild episode that was light skin versus dark skins. So the owners of this network have clearly shown that they don't care about racism. They don't care about colorism. They don't care about respecting black women.
Clock it.
But it's like, come on, man, we're going to have to stand on morals, especially when it's black owned. Like, come on. Like, we got to represent. Because the thing is, if other TV networks see that the black community is allowing Zeus to put racism and colorism on national TV, then these other white TV networks are going to do the same thing. So we need to set a standard. We need to set a standard and let people know that there are certain things that they cannot say or do on TV because the black community won't stand for it. But we let too much stuff slide, and that's why we've had these issues. So I'm hoping that Zeus gains some morals and some brain cells. But other than that, I love you guys so much. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shakira, aka Barbie 2.0, and I talk about colorism, texturism, and featureism. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon. And I love you guys so much. And thank you so much for subscribing. You guys have been so supportive. But I will see you guys. Love you guys. Besos.